Off the top here, a quick warning. Some of the pictures you're going to see in this next story may be disturbing. And it certainly looked pretty terrifying to Frank Gallo. Man, it was coming straight at him.
He had no idea what it was. And to this moment, he's really not sure what it was. News 10's Dave Marquis joins us now with more. Dave?
Dale and Christina, when it came right down to it, Frank was outside his trailer with a .357 Magnum and little time to think. As he says, it headed right towards him. He opened fire, and we'll take it from there.
And I saw something throw its arms up like this and slide down, but it was really dark.
Whatever it was has been hanging around Frank Gallo's trailer for several weeks. He even shot at it.
Took a couple of wild shots at him just to scare him off. But at that point, everybody thought I had flipped my cork. Frank's gone. He's gone, seen everything.
It was his description of a mystical, blood-sucking creature he'd seen online that had people worried.
Something like this will hit an animal, knock it down, grab into it, and suck the blood out of it. That's where their name chupacabra comes from. It's Spanish for goat sucker.
Then a few nights ago, he was outside when he says it came right at him.
Scared hell out of me. It crouched and faced me, and I shot 2 warning shots at it, .357 Magnum from, 20 feet.
The fearsome-looking creature was unfazed, and Frank shot several more times.
He looked down at where he'd been shot and let out a cry that sounded like maybe a 6-year-old girl. Ah!
Frank's convinced the creature is the stuff of legend.
And then the lips are very long and wide, where you can see that they could be used as like a plunger for sucking blood.
I think it's a bear.
Fish and Game Warden Patrick Foy has a bit different take.
Probably a juvenile bear, and has developed some type of an ailment that has caused its skin to shed all of its fur.
The lack of fur is what makes it so fearsome, but a juvenile bear must have had a tough time surviving this harsh winter, and that may explain his boldness.
It was pretty clearly suffering and in a very desperate state.
Easy to see why Frank thought he might have a new species on his hands.
There are skeptics and there are people that are open-minded.
Somebody with an untrained eye would look at this and think that was a pretty creepy-looking character.
Untrained eye or not, Frank is unconvinced.
Think away. We're looking at it, we're touching it, it's here, it's real.
Now, later in the evening, a game warden did come by and pick up the animal and confirm that it is, in fact, a juvenile bear. It may take several days to find out exactly what caused its hair to fall out. Frank, meantime, says he's just glad that whatever it was, it didn't harm him or his German Shepherd. And he's still not completely convinced that it's not a creature of legend. Dale and Christine.
Well, especially when you look at the arms and the little bit of fur there and the claws. It does look like special effects from a werewolf movie.
We got out there and took a look at that thing, and I thought, man, that's better than Hollywood. That's really scary looking.
I took a guess it was a hairless bear just because I had seen something on the internet. It was another bear that's kept in a zoo that lost all its hair, and it looked very similar. So I thought, okay.
You ever seen a cat with no hair?
Yeah, they're very odd looking.
Yeah. And then to add to it, Frank's scream, which is still reverberating in the studio, and that kind of add a level of fright to it.
What a great scream, Frank.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Dave.